like if you found the video valuable. Ananya loved quiet corners. While the city buzzed outside with its endless rush, she preferred the warmth of a small cafe tucked between two bookstores on a sleepy street. Every evening, after work, she'd settle by the window with her sketchpad, her pencils, and a cup of steaming coffee. The world outside blurred into raindrops on glass as she let her hands bring strangers to life on paper. She never noticed the man who always chose the same table, 3 rows across. Arjun was a musician with a habit of observing rather than speaking. The cafe was his refuge too, a place where he could write lyrics, strum soft chords in his notebook, and escape the noise of rehearsals. But soon, it wasn't just the peace that brought him there. It was Ananya, her focus, the way her brows furrowed when she sketched, the little smile that appeared when she was satisfied with a drawing, all of it fascinated him. Weeks passed, and their silent routine continued. Ananya drew. Arjun watched. Both found comfort in the other's presence, though neither dared to cross the invisible line of strangers. One evening, heavy rain began to lash against the windows. Thunder rolled outside, and suddenly, the cafe's lights flickered and went out. A collective murmur filled the room. Someone lit candles on the counter, casting a warm glow across the cafe. In the hush that followed, Arjun did something he'd never done before. He began to hum. The tune was soft, like rain dripping onto leaves. A melody that seemed to belong to the storm itself. Heads turned, but Arjun wasn't singing for anyone else. His eyes, for the first time, met Ananya's. Ananya froze. She had just finished sketching a portrait, a man with kind eyes, messy hair, and a notebook on his table. The resemblance was undeniable. It was Arjun. She felt her heart skip as she realized she had been sketching him all along, without knowing his name, without speaking a word. Gathering her courage, she turned the sketchpad toward him. By the flicker of candlelight, Arjun saw his own face smiling back at him from the page. For a moment, he forgot to breathe. Then he smiled, a real, unguarded smile, and whispered, "That's me." Ananya laughed nervously. "You've been my muse," she admitted softly. "And you've been my song," Arjun replied. The storm raged on outside, but inside the cafe, a different kind of storm brewed, gentle, quiet, and impossible to ignore. They talked for the first time that night, voices mingling with the rain. Arjun told her about his music, the songs he wrote but never shared. Ananya spoke about her sketches, the lives she captured on paper when words failed. The cafe, once just a backdrop, became their meeting ground. Day after day, they returned, not as strangers but as companions. Ananya sketched while Arjun strummed chords beside her. Sometimes, she would hand him a drawing, and he would turn it into a lyric. Other times, he would sing softly, and she would translate the rhythm into lines on her paper. Weeks turned into months, and the whispers of the cafe became their language of love. One evening, when the rain returned just like the night they first spoke, Arjun pulled out his guitar and said, "I wrote something for you." His fingers danced across the strings, and the melody filled the cafe. The lyrics told the story of a girl sketching by a window and a boy who found her before he found his courage. Ananya listened, tears shining in her eyes. When he finished, she slid a sketch across the table. It was of them together, sitting side by side, coffee cups between them, smiles unspoken but clear. No words were needed, because sometimes, love isn't about grand declarations. Sometimes, it begins with a whisper across a cafe, in the hush of candlelight, in the quiet recognition that two souls had been waiting for each other all along.